What's up, webheads? It's your boy SpideyQueue. It is deceivingly cold outside. Even though it's sunny and beautiful, that wind just cuts right down to your bone. But it's time for next in queue, so let's get to it. And it's one of my favorite days of the week, which is Gwensday. If you checked out my Instagram feed, we posted a video for my Woman Crush Wednesday or my Woman Crush Wednesday, and it happened to be the beautiful Beat Beats. Absolutely fire as her rockabilly Gwen, hairstyled by my buddy Andrew. Thanks a lot again for the hairstyling. It was absolutely perfect. She looks just stunning. So she's our Woman Crush Wednesday for today. But today we're going to talk about something a little close to all the webheads' hearts, and that is the death of Gwen Stacy. It is one of the most controversial topics out there as to who killed Gwen Stacy, and you know your boy's got an opinion on it, so get your pitchforks ready and get your typing fingers ready because it's not the popular one. We killed Gwen. That's right, webheads. You look through the panels and you read through and you interpret all the little Easter eggs and everything that they leave there. It was us. Spidey, it was the web shot that snapped her neck. We're the ones that killed her. I've always been on the fence about it, and I never really formulated a concrete opinion on it because it was just kind of devastating that she was already dead. But when you read through it over and over again, man, and I've read that comic about, I don't know, maybe 150 times, 150 million times, something around there. It's not the shock of the fall. It's not when the goblin comes down, knocks her off. It's not any of that. It's the fact that as fast as she's falling and as fast as he tries to grab her, she's just too far away. The web latches, her neck snaps back, Dunsky. I'm playing the panels as I'm running the video, and just looking at it, like, the more you look at it, the more you can kind of, in my opinion, the more you come to that conclusion that after he shot the web and it grabbed her leg, it just flung her completely up and snap, there goes the neck. Terminal velocity and coming to zero, that whiplash, ain't nobody surviving that. No, you got the panels after where he's looking at her and yelling, no, 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 and the goblin says, ha, fool! Anybody would have died from that height, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she slammed into a wall. That was his web, stopping her at, stopping her from falling at terminal velocity. Going from that to zero is enough to snap anybody's neck. But it was the web line that snapped her neck. That's all it is, guys. Now put your damn pitchforks away. I know everybody's got a different opinion about it. I'm just formulating mine based around the panels. And oh man, the beating that goblin catches in this panel, and the monologuing, it's written so beautifully. And then after he takes that beating, he calls the glider right behind Spidey, and spoiler alert, Spidey sense goes off, he does the big fucking Matrix, bye-bye Norman Osborn. Poetic justice to a beautiful, beautiful end. But what really gets me is Spidey, in the same comic, indirectly kills two people. Manages to kill the love of his life, and he manages to kill his greatest enemy. Yeah, sorry, Doc Ock, you're not even top 3 in the greatest enemies of all time. Alright? Get that shit out of here. So, recap, he does in the Gwen, and he does in the Goblin. That's just my, like I said, it's my formulated opinion based on what I've read, how I've read it, and basically how everything led up to that point. It's unfortunate that that's the opinion I kind of come to, but you know what? It really set the tone for the rest of the years in the book and how he holds back on everything that he does, like when he's fighting or when he's going for the rescue. Everything's a lot more calculated from that point. So it's a beautiful character building point, and I think if that wouldn't have happened, we kind of wouldn't have the Spidey we have today mentally. And before I go, I just want to show you guys this. The way they did the Gwen Stacy death in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I thought was done so insanely well, but not because, she really sold it or because he really sold it. It's the small little attention to detail that they pay that really makes that scene come together. And the one I'm showing you guys right now in this loop, I don't think a lot of people caught the fact that when the web line is opening up, it's in the exact shape of a hand. That scene just drudged up so many bad feels because of the comic, but it is so beautiful to see the hand outstretched, because one of the major things people were talking about back in the day is, why didn't Spidey jump down and reach for her? He had the distance, he could have made the coverage, he could have jumped down, grabbed her, and then webbed it, or jumped down, webbed her, and then... I just love the fact that somebody did their homework right there, and it just wraps that scene up so beautifully. But that's more or less it, guys. Just wanted to touch on that for Wednesday. I figure on Wednesdays we'll talk mostly about Gwen. We'll talk about where she is in the comics, or where she was before in the comics, or how she's, kind of come along the way. We'll talk a little more cosplay stuff about her, yeah, we'll keep Gwensday strictly about our girl Gwen. But let's go ahead and wrap this one up, alright? And as always, if you like what you saw today, why don't you go ahead and click that like button? And if you plan on sticking around, why don't you go ahead and subscribe too? And if you happen to have a different opinion or know someone else who has a different opinion, why don't you share the video to them and spread some love on the channel. But as always, guys, thanks for hanging. I'm SpideyQueue. Lots more coming from your boys. So as always, stay tuned, y'all.